In this video, I did 5 days of water fasting. In the first 4 days, I fasted for 4 days, and each day I would run 10K every single day, giving a total of 40K. Alright, as for today, my weight is 68.8 kilograms. And as for today, I'm measuring 64.65. In the 5th day, I ran a marathon.
Oh, God.
You sure we can do it?
Sure. I'm gonna walk a little bit.
Only then, I broke my fasting. Hello everyone, my name is Antonio Silva. Welcome to the Plant Store. You will find many types of fasting, such as dry fasting, water fasting, juice fasting, coconut water fast, and so on. However, fasting is actually a very simple concept. From the moment we stop eating until the moment you start eating again, that's a period of time that you are fasting. There are actually 5 stages of fasting, but I'm not going there yet. This will be explored in another video. Okay, it's a subject for another video. Considering fasting as absence of food, there are 2 types of fasting: water fasting or dry fasting. In water fasting, you don't eat or you just drink water. You don't eat anything, you just drink water. In dry fasting, you don't drink or eat. So it's totally nothing. Just don't do anything. Don't drink, don't eat. So it's dry fasting. On this experiment was water fasting. On this experiment, I weigh myself every day and also measure my ketone levels by using ketone sticks to see how long it would take for me to get into ketosis. To verify any muscle loss, I also measure my biceps every day, and that was it. So I scale myself, ketone sticks, to see ketone levels, measure my biceps, let's see muscle loss. So in my 5th day, 30 minutes before I start the marathon running, I took 4 supplements. To support energy production and energy utilization of my heart on this long running, I took 4 very special supplements: L-carnitine, D-ribose, CoQ10, and magnesium. These supplements will help ATP production and ATP utilization in the skeletal muscle and especially in my heart. Since I was about to push my heart to the limit, to the extreme, it was very likely I would cause some ATP depletion. And therefore, I use these supplements to help me to increase my ATP production and ATP utilization. And I know by self-experimentation that I did before, those supplements won't break my fasting because I know my ketone level is gonna keep very high even though I took those supplements that don't interact with my fast stage. So it was okay to take the supplement for the fasting point of view, but it's very important for my energy point of view. So let's take a look how I felt day by day. Okay, that's right. Today is my official first day of water fast only. So I have been preparing myself for this water fasting that I start today, and I have been doing juice feasting for 5 days in a row. So when I was taking juice, I was preparing myself for this. So what is that for? To prepare my mind and to prepare my body. So there is a portion of you that get crazy when you start doing a water fasting because you get used to eat food. So once you stop eating food, your mind keep calling you, keep remind you, because it's your habit to take food every single day. So when it comes to the time to eat food, to eat solid food, your mind's gonna remind you, and then you say, okay, wait a minute, I need to to chew on something, I need to get some solid food. So you keep crazy thinking about food. But if you do a juice feasting, if you only drink juice, you take that craving of solid food out of the equation. Okay, that's one aspect of taking a juice. Another aspect is you cleanse your body, you take all the waste material from inside your body, which make your fasting way easier. So now you're totally clean. You take all the waste material out of your body by just taking juice for 5 days. So another aspect is make your body get used to take low amount of calories. In my case, for this preparation, this is not a juice cleansing that people takes a lot of juice, like for 6 to 7 up to 8 liters of juice a day. That's not what it is. That was a preparation for this fasting right now. So because of that, I'm taking only 3 liters of juice. So 3 liters is enough for you to push your body in a very low calorie, you're in a calorie deficit. Now your body gets used to that idea. So when you start the water fasting like I start right now, you're way stronger. Your body is stronger, your mind is stronger, and you have a habit of not eating only any solid food at all. So today was very nice. Was very good. Busy. I was busy in the water park with my family having fun. We were sliding in several of those water slides over there, and it was amazing. There's a lot of beautiful people. Everybody's happy, and it was great. So now I'm here to start the reportings of my water fasting. Okay, that's the day 1. So when it comes to water fasting, what is the concern? People have a lot of concern of losing muscle mass. So, and especially when you get leaner, people is even more concerned about that. They say you shouldn't do water fasting, even though you can lose fat, you can lose body fat, but water fast is not a good idea because you're gonna lose muscle mass. So I'm here with this experiment to help to answer that question. Okay, how much muscle do you lose? How much water do you lose? And how much fat do you lose? So because we're gonna keep stepping on the scale and gonna keep seeing the scale goes down, but you don't just wanna lose weight. What you really wanna is losing fat. However, when you're doing a fasting, you don't know what's going on. Am I losing water? Am I losing fat? Or am I losing muscle? So that's one of the questions I wanna answer those experiments I'm gonna do right here with water fasting. Another thing to think about it when we think about of losing body fat is what's the most efficient way to do it. So we know that juicing is good to losing body fat. So is juicing the best way? Juicing exercise is even better? Is water fast the best way, or water fast and exercise even better? So with water fasting, I'm gonna do water fasting plus exercising. Okay, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do yet. First day I'm gonna doing water fasting plus running, and if I can't keep up with running, I'm gonna do 5 days water fast plus running. If not, I'm gonna do water fast plus in lifting weight. So let's see. I'm gonna report to you guys day by day. All right. So let's step in the scale to see right now on the first day how much my weight. Okay. All right, as for today, my weight is 68.8 kilograms. 68.8 kilograms. And to answer the question about the muscle, I'm gonna keep measuring my biceps. That I believe is the leanest part of my body. So if my biceps going down, it might be an answer for losing muscle mass, or could be just water and my muscle just pumps up after I refeeding, right? So I'm gonna be measuring my muscle every single day. Let's see how big is my biceps. Not that big. I'm not a big guy. So let's see my biceps here right now. Right now is 38 centimeters. This is in centimeters. If you want to know inch, you convert this for inch. I'm measuring centimeter. We in Canada measures, we use centimeters. Okay, so we're gonna do centimeter. Okay, so I have here ketone strips. I'm not being sponsored, supported for this ketone strip company or whatever. Just get this in Amazon. That was the cheapest one I found. If you are interested, I can let you know. Okay, just take a look what it is. And they have here a scale, what tells you negative when you don't have any ketones, and small traces, moderate, and then it keeps increasing the level of ketones. Okay, so what you do is you get one of those strips. They are very cheap, relatively cheap, and then you dip this in the urine, and then wait for a little bit, and then you see how much it's changing color, and then you compare this scale right here, and you're gonna know when you're gonna be in ketosis and how deep in ketosis you are. Okay, I don't expect being in ketosis in the first day. Let's see, I'm gonna just dip here. I have my urine right here. I just pee. I don't wanna gross you guys, so I don't wanna show it. The urine is down here in a small little table. Wait for a little bit. I'm gonna dry a little paper here. And all right, here's the result. If you compare, I'm not in ketosis yet. I'm just 24 hours of fasting, because it has been 24 hours that I took my last juice, and obviously I'm not under ketosis yet. I'm not deep in ketosis yet. So tomorrow we're gonna see how it changed, how fast I'm gonna be deep in ketosis. Okay, I'm gonna be reporting every day what happened to me, how's going, my mood's gonna be, how I feel, and showing how the weights keep changing, and then I keep going with my runnings every day if I can do it. If not, I can just lift weight. Okay, all right, see you guys tomorrow. All right, here we are again. That's my second day of water fasting. So I just finished my running, and I was able to run 10K again. So that's great. It was a little bit harder because I feel a little like sluggish, a little bit tired, but not so tired. It's like a little bit sluggish, a little bit slow. So when I run like my first 20 minutes, was a little bit tired, but then it gets normal again, and it's not. I didn't feel so comfortable like when I'm loaded with carbohydrates, when I'm loaded with glycogen in my body, have lots of water in my muscle. I didn't feel as great as that. By the way, it's much worse compared to that. Very, very worse compared to that. Because I feel very comfortable when I'm loaded with glycogen from my diet. So I also run much slower than before. Usually it takes me 1 hour to run 10K in the speed I'm running, because actually I'm not running that fast. I'm always running slow. So, but now it took me 1 hour and 32 minutes. So it was much slower than before. That's the speed I feel comfortable to do it. So then I did it, and in the end was very great. So as I was getting to the end, I don't feel tired at all. So the day was very interesting. I went to bed yesterday about 10:30. Took me like 20 minutes to 25 minutes, I think, to get to sleep, because I check my Fitbit when I get to sleep. And I wake up in the morning about 5:30 in the morning. I still in the bed a little bit, and then I get full work, waked up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I just get out of the bed at 6 o'clock in the morning and start doing some computer work, trying to organize my data. There's a lot of data for those videos to organize, so I start to organize them. and then the day just took normal. So I went to work, and I work whole day as I do. My work require me to be moving around and stand a lot. So it's actually a kind of hard time to have a work like that and doing a water fasting. So, but it was okay. I feel okay. I feel good. I don't feel tired in the morning until get to around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So then I start feel very tired. I feel sore of my back. I feel kind of very sluggish. I feel like get at home and just lying down and trying to take a nap. And that's what I did. I went back home after I finished my work today, and I just get to the sofa and I took a nap. I took a nap of 1 hour, I think 1 hour and 20 minutes about it. And then I woke up and then I was renewed. So I was totally good again. I didn't feel that tired, but I still feel slow. From this point on, into the fasting, I feel slow. I just feel moving slow. I think a little bit slower and a little bit sluggish. That's normal. It's a part of the fasting. You shouldn't expect. I shouldn't expect to be as normal as when I'm feeding myself with food. So that's okay. That's normal. All right, so let's step to the scale and see how much I'm weighing right now after my running. So as for right now, I'm weighing 67.95 kilograms. I lost about 1 kilogram from yesterday to today. How much this is muscle, how much this is water, how much this is fat. We're gonna discuss this in the end of the video to take a look how much of everything. So right now let's take a look of my ketosis yesterday. My first day I wasn't on the ketosis, and I wouldn't expect to be on the ketosis at all. So here's my keto strip, as you can see. Then here's the scale. I'm gonna compare. Let's dip. I just have my urine here. Just before the running, I sample my urine, and let's dip on the urine and wait for a little bit. And okay, after wait a little bit, a couple of seconds, let's see my ketose levels. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm right now very deep into ketosis. Okay, and that is amazing. That's a very shocking result to me because usually it takes me about 4 days and go into ketosis slowly to get to this level of ketosis. I'm gonna show you again. It's very close to the higher upper level of the scale, which is a very deep ketosis. So this doesn't happen in the second day. Usually it only happened to me, at least to me, in the day number 4. Okay, it takes me 4 days to get to this level. And how it happens, how this happens. So there is 3 things that I did in this fasting that help to speed up the ketosis. So to get into deep ketosis. One thing is I took only juice in a very small amount with just 3 liters of juice for a whole week. So I was keeping my carbohydrate in a very minimal. And at the same point I was running. I was running 10K every day. So it means it was really in a very minimal. So my liver and my muscle wasn't that load with carbohydrate. That's one thing. So another thing is in my very first day of fasting, I mean the very first day of water fasting, I run 10K. So just think about it. In the last day, I get my juice, and then after 24 hours, I have nothing, and then just water, and then I run for 10K. So my glycogen level is already low, and by running, I deplete even further. So, and today, the third thing is I'm not just doing a water fasting, but it's kind of whole day dry fasting. I don't drink water for the whole day, and then I only drink water after 23 hours, like almost 24 hours after I drink my last water. So I didn't drink water yet. I just ran and then I go back and I'm gonna drink some water. So it's like an intermittent dry fasting breaking with the water. Dry fasting breaking with the water. So that's what I'm doing. This also helps because dry fasting, it really speeds up the ketosis, it speed up the state of ketosis, so you get into this deep level of ketosis in a very deep fasting state faster. So that's what dry fast does. It's not a totally dry fasting, but it's a kind of intermittent dry fasting breaking down with water between. Okay, that's what I'm doing. And why I'm doing this, I'm doing this because I'm training for my next video, which is gonna be a dry fasting. Okay, and trying to do the same thing, doing exercise. Let's see if I can do that. All right, that's it for today. See you guys tomorrow. Day number 3 of water fasting plus running. I just finished my running here, my treadmill. Again, I run 10K, so I run 10K every day, so I could do that today again. So no big deal. I'm in my 3rd day of water only fasting and I still can run. So it's not that big deal. I could do it. So the day was quite good. I feel energetic. I mean, the level of energy today was much better than yesterday. So I feel the whole day constant energy, the same level. Of course, not as when you're eating, when you're putting something in your body. It's, of course, it's different. You're gonna feel better, much better. You're gonna feel stronger. So you feel a little bit weaker, and you feel sluggish and slow. That's the only way I can describe it. You feel some stuff is a little bit slow, slowing down. So it's normal, but overall I'm okay, just okay. And then I could run 10K, no problem at all. And it was in the morning. I have this experience when I wake up. It was such a clear dreams that I have. It's like I was living alive down there in my dreams. That was interesting. Another thing I would like to emphasize is when you get to this point, at least for me, about the day number 3, my 3rd day, if you are sitting somewhere and relaxing, you might not want to stand up so fast because you're gonna feel dizzy. That's normal. I feel that every time I water fast for this long. And if you wake up, I mean, if you stand up very fast, you're gonna feel a little bit dizzy. It sometimes can be very dizzy, so you're gonna be very uncomfortable feeling. So remember, if you're sitting, do not stand up that fast. So my speak velocity, my speed is a bit slower as well, because my brain is not running on sugar. The way the brain is supposed to run is run on ketosis, and it's not as efficient as running in sugar, of course. So I'm a bit slower, and as you can see, I'm kind of mixing some words over here. That's also part of the fasting. Most of people, they believe you should be just resting. They just enjoy nature, don't move that much, sleep more. So it's good. It's a good advice. This experiment I'm doing here is to show the limit. I wanted to inspire people. I wanted to inspire you to see how much your potential can be, how big potential you have. So I'm not suggesting anybody to do what I'm doing. I'm suggesting you, if you want to fast, you can do intermittent fasting. That's not so radical. It's have a very great results. You can eat fruits. It's also have very great results. I'm just being here, stretching a little bit more to show you how much potential you have, okay? So let's measure the ketone levels today and see how is my ketone levels with my ketone stick. Okay, so let's take a look here and let's show to the camera and compare with the scale. So as you can see, I still the same what as expected in a very deep ketosis. When you reach deep ketosis, if you keep drinking only water, you're gonna be there, and that's when you burn lots of fat. That's when your body is turning fat into ketones body. Okay, so that's what you want if you want to lose body fat. All the ketosis mechanism and the science behind the fasting, we're gonna be discussing this later. That's top for other videos. This video is just my experiment, my experience in the real life, in real time, for you to see, to have a feeling. Okay, I'm turning on my camera here in the phone to record my weight. I'm just about to scale myself again, and let's take a look. Let's step on the scale and see how much I'm weighing today after my running. Okay, I'm measuring 67.1 kilograms. So I'm down to 67.1 kilograms. What about muscle? Yesterday I forgot to measure the muscle to see how much my biceps shrinked, because that is this big concern. You should not fast. You should not doing fasting. You should not doing juice fasting. You should not eat fruit because you're gonna starve yourself. You're gonna die. There's a lot of thoughts on this, old thoughts, old tradition, old culture of bodybuilders or whatever, talking about the bad thing that's gonna happen to you if you do a juice fasting or water fasting or even eating fruits. So let's see, I'm in my third day of fasting. I'm not just fasting, I don't take any water for the whole day, and I just drink water 20 hours later, and then I keep drinking water, go to bed, and then that's what I do. And before I even drink that water, I run for 10K. So let's see how much muscle did I lose in these 3 days fasting. I start with 38 centimeters, and I hope you can see I still 38 centimeters. Okay, I didn't lose any muscle in these 3 days. I'm exactly the same. So you will decrease the volume, of course you decrease the volume, but because you have water, your muscle is filled of water, especially if you take lots of creatine, so your muscle is full of water, full of glycogen, you're gonna lose those. And depending on your diet, you're gonna have fat inside of your muscles as well, so you can be losing those too, so you're gonna be losing volume. But what is the real muscle that you lose? So for me, I'm having a very clean diet for a long period of time, and in 3 days of fasting, water fast and running, bodybuilders also say you shouldn't do too much cardio, you're gonna lose muscle mass. So I'm not losing muscle mass, the same. Okay, all right, that's my intake for today and my experiment, and let's see, I see you guys tomorrow. The day today was basically divided in 2 sections. The morning, since I wake up from 6 o'clock in the morning, that's when I wake up, until all the way to 2 o'clock, my energy levels was stable. I wasn't that tired, I was kind of normal. I didn't feel very drowned of energy. I feel okay, I feel just okay, like I'm fasting. So not so bad, until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. When I hit 3 o'clock, and then I start becoming really tired. So I feel very tired, and then as the time goes by, about 5 o'clock I was super tired, at 5:30, I just went out with my son to drop him off for his karate classes. So he's, by the way, he's orange belt in karate. So I'm very proud of him. He's doing a good job with his exercise routine and his life, and he just 7 years old, is gonna be 8 next year, and he's very focused in his health, and he's doing by himself. I guess because he see me doing it, and he tried to be conscious about health. He doesn't eat the way I eat. He's basically vegetarian, but I don't push him. So I drop him off in his karate class, and I decided it's about 1 hour, his class. So I decided to take a nap because I was terribly tired. So I took a nap in the car, like 30 minutes, and I recovered a little bit, but didn't make that much difference. So then I come home and I just have to do my cardio. I have to do my 10K again because I'm doing this every day. And I really thought about, okay, maybe I can't do that today. So it was super hard to engage my mind and put myself on the treadmill and start doing my jogging that I do every day, 10K. So, and then I decided, okay, I'm gonna try. If I cannot hold it, I just stop it. So then I started, and that's very interesting. Every day I'm doing this while I'm doing the water fasting. When I run for 1 kilometer, and then I know if I can keep up with this or not. So after running 1 kilometer, I say, okay, it's okay. It feels the same. In the beginning, it was very sluggish, but afterwards, like 1 kilometer, and then feel okay. And then when I was about 40 to 50 minutes on the treadmill, because I stayed there for 1 hour and a half, and then becomes totally fine. Become exactly the way I feel in every single day I'm doing this. So it's very interesting. Instead of I become more tired, I become tired than I was before. Actually, I become stronger after I start doing the exercise. So I have some assumptions, and all the explanation what is going on with this experiment is gonna be more clarified, more explained in some other videos that I'm gonna do later about how to do fasting, what's happening when you're fasting, the benefits of fasting, all those kind of things of theory. I'm gonna explain more detail in income videos. But right now, I just wanna show the experiment and what I'm doing, how I feel. So after I get out of the treadmill, I run 10K again, I actually feel more energetic. And the more interesting is when you get into deep ketosis and you sit in the place for like 10 minutes, if you stand up very fast, you will feel dizzy. And that dizzy feeling is not comfortable. It can be very scary because you never have this feeling, and you can feel like, whoa, I'm gonna die doing this, so I'm gonna stop doing this fasting. So, but this is entirely normal. Every time I have a long fasting, I always feel like that when I am in deep ketosis. So I'm very deep ketosis. If I be sitting, I cannot stand up very fast because I'm gonna be super dizzy. But actually, after I finish my running, I can sit and stand up so fast and I don't feel anything. So it's very interesting, and I'm gonna go through in the bio processes that happen in the body, and I'm gonna guess and I'm gonna make some assumptions. I'm gonna try to find some literature and try to explain what's going on. But it's gonna be a topic for other videos. So for right now, let's go to the scale. Okay, let's go on the scale and see how much I'm scaling right now. As for right now, I'm measuring 66.2 kilograms, which is about 1 kilogram lost from yesterday to today. So it has been very consistent, about 1 kilogram per day, 1 kilogram per day, every day after doing this water fasting plus running 10K. All right, so right now, let's take a look. I have my urine sample here. I just pee before I come to run. And let's get my ketone sticks and see how is the level of ketones. Did it really change or is it the same? It's supposed to be exactly the same, I would expect. Let's take a look. So we just dip inside of the urine, wait for a little bit, and that's it. All right. If you take a look in the scale, it stays around exactly the same. So I still in deep ketosis, nothing has changed in terms of fasting. So I'm still in the same state of fasting, very deep ketosis. Usually people take about 4 days, supposed to be about 2 days, that would be like this, but in my regimen, it took me only 2 days to be like this in deep ketosis. So, all right, let's take a look in the muscle loss. How much muscle I have lost on these 4 days extreme experiment. And here we go. So it's exactly the same. 38 centimeters. I didn't lose any centimeter of muscle mass in 4 days of water fasting plus 10K of exercise of cardio. And I have to remember, this fasting is not 100% water fasting because I stay whole day. I stay whole day without drinking water, and then I just drink my water after I do this running here. So it's about 20 hours without water, running, and then I drink water. So it's almost a dry fasting, but it's not because I drink water. But it's not water fasting because I don't drink water whole day. So it's half and half. That's what it is. All right. See you guys tomorrow. And I want to say that this fasting, I set myself up to finish in 5 days. And tomorrow, I'm pretty much sure I'm going to be breaking this fast tomorrow. And in the morning, I'm probably going to go out with my wife and my son. And we're going to do a very long run. They're going to bike. I'm going to run, as always. And it won't be just 10K. I don't know if it's going to be 20. It's going to be at least 20K. Maybe going to be more, but I'm not sure yet. The minimum going to be 20K tomorrow. So then after that, I will come home and I will break my fast. And I'm going to show you guys how I do it. I just going to make some juice and drink it. And then I will be breaking the fast, okay? So see you guys tomorrow. In my 5th day, 30 minutes before I start the marathon running, I took 4 supplements. To support energy production and energy utilization of my heart on this long running, I took 4 very special supplements: L-carnitine, D-ribose, CoQ10, and magnesium. These supplements will help ATP production and ATP utilization in the skeletal muscle and especially in my heart. Since I was about to push my heart to the limit, to the extreme, it was very likely I would cause some ATP depletion. And therefore, I use these supplements to help me to increase my ATP production and ATP utilization. And I know by self-experimentation that I did before, those supplements won't break my fasting because I know my ketone level is gonna keep very high even though I took those supplements that don't interact with my fast stage. So it was okay to take the supplement for the fasting point of view, but it's very important for my energy point of view.
All right. I have been running for 10 kilometers and a half. This is a quarter of my goal. And my wife is behind the camera and my son. So thank you guys. I'm very lucky I have the support of my wife because that what I'm doing here is very crazy. I don't think any wife would be comfortable with what I'm doing. So, but she trusted me, she trusted my knowledge, trusted my experience. And yes, it's been a very good experience, very amazing experience, because when I start running down there, I feel a little bit sluggish. I feel a little bit abnormal because I'm not eating, obviously. I'm fasting for 5 days. But after I run for 1 kilometer, and then I start feeling stronger and stronger. And after I run like for 5 kilometers, then now I feel like I'm not even fasting at all. And I feel so energetic that I feel stronger than before. I feel stronger than when I'm really eating. So right now, I did this pass here some weeks ago to train. So I did this for this 40K distance here, but I wasn't fasting. And now that I'm doing fasted, I'm stronger than before. I could just keep going. I just stopped to give you a report, to give you guys a report, and I'm in a quarter of my goal. So very soon we're gonna hit Sydney, and when I get there, I'm gonna tell you guys what I feel as well. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Nico, ready? Say hi.
Hi.
Here he comes again.
Hey guys, now I'm 13.3 kilometers. So it has been 1 hour and 43 minutes running. So everything will be fine, and we are headed to the Sydney. See you guys there.
Nico, you okay? Yep. Turn around. Say hi.
Hi.
Here he comes. Nico, say hi.
Hi.
All right. Now it's 18.23 kilometers. So we are pretty close to Sydney. I would say
3 kilometers.
3 kilometers about it, and you're gonna be there. And yeah, I am pretty much keep my track of my heart beating. Remember, you generate energy in 3 different ways. Basically, glycation, which is sugar, which I'm not using that much now. Even though we are fasting, you still have some little reserve of carbohydrate. You're never gonna get to zero. I'm trying to avoid to tap into this carbohydrate. So, but also you can generate ATP as source of energy by lipolysis. Therefore, the breakdown of the fatty acids, bringing the fatty acid to the liver and converting to ketones, which in my case now, I'm mainly using ketones right now. But you also can use fatty acids as fat oxidation. So there is 3 different ways. I'm basically using fat. So fat oxidation now is my friend plus ketones. So I gotta keep my heartbeat under 50 beats. As you see right now is about 134 in my Fitbit. So that's great. So I feel amazing. I don't feel stiff. I don't feel sore. And I don't feel tired. I don't feel like I'm fasting anymore. So we are headed to Sydney, and we're gonna be there very soon. 3 more kilometers to go. See you guys there.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I just arrived here. It's Sydney downtown. It's now, let me start here, 21.02 kilometers, if you guys can see. And I just finished half of my goal. So I have to rest a little bit here, half an hour, because my wife wanna take a rest and they wanna take ice cream. They have a vegan ice cream here. It's very nice. So they're gonna enjoy it, just gonna wait for them. Alright, see you guys when they start again.
Nico, say something with the ice cream.
Hello.
Is that yummy?
Yummy.
Okay.
Alright, now we finally rest for half an hour, and I'm gonna be heading back to the ground zero. So it's a bit hard now because you stop for half an hour. My whole body is cold. I feel a little bit sluggish, a little bit tight off my muscle. But as I warm up, I think I'm gonna be okay. Okay. See you guys later.
Ciao.
Going.
Gamade, Nico. Bye, Nico.
Bye. We saw Air Canada.
Yay.
Oh. Oh. Turning. Turning.
Gambade, gambade.
Gambare. Gambare, Dada.
Gambade, Dada.
Thank you. Let's keep going.
Keep going.
I want to have time to finish this breakfast sandwich.
Okay. My man is coming. Are you cheering Dada up?
Yes.
Now it's 26.1 kilometers. Heading back to the ground zero. So it's a little bit harder. I think more tight and my legs heavier. So but I'm gonna keep grinding. Just keep grinding. Keep going.
Gambade.
Gambare. Gambare.
Here he comes.
Gambare. Gambare. Gambare.
Now has been 29.8 kilometers, almost 30 kilometers done. It's very close to the end. It's getting harder and harder. My body, my legs getting tighter. It's getting heavier like lead. And most of the time I think about walking, but I think just a little bit more. Hold just a little longer. One more step. One more step. And I keep grinding, okay? So let's see if I'm gonna be able to finish just about a quarter more. I did 3/4 of the goal. Now just one last quarter and I'll be done with this. Alright. See you guys soon.
Here he comes. Nicola, ready?
Yeah.
Look at here.
I'm dying. Now it's almost 35. It's 34.8 kilometers done. So a couple of kilometers more to finish. I think we can do it. Let's keep grounding. Oh, God.
You sure we can do it?
Sure. I'm gonna walk a little bit.
Behind you.
We made it. Now here he comes.
Here comes the Pro Master.
Gambade! Almost there.
Gambare. Gambare.
I can't believe it. I did it, son. I did it. 42 Ks. Finish.
Have some water, Dad.
Without food for 5 days. I'm just fasting for 5 days, just water. And running 40 Ks in a row. Go all the way to Sydney and then stay there for 30 minutes and come back. So that's it. Now I'm going home. I'm gonna make some juice. I'm gonna break the fasting.
Have some water.
See you guys at home.
Dad, have some water.
Thank you.
Good?
So good.
I finally finished this challenge. I just finished my 40Ks running in my 5th day of fasting. I just drink water. It's a water fasting for 5 days. In my 5th day, I run in 10K every day. And in my 5th day, I run in 42Ks. I have a total marathon. Okay, so I finished that. It was super hard in the end. The beginning was okay. After I ran 30 kilometers, and then it started becoming super hard. But I keep grinding, and then I was able to make it. So I have my ketone strip right here, right now. Let's see how is it. If you take a look, it's still very intense color purple. It's exactly when you are in deep ketosis. So let's step to the scale. I'm gonna put my camera right here, right down, and I will go straight to the scale. Right? Let's see. And as for today, I'm measuring 64.65. I lost almost 2 kilos from yesterday to today with this additional push. But you have to understand that there is a lot of water weight over there. So we don't know how much fat, how much water, how much muscle. We're gonna figure it out this after my refeeding. So I'm gonna take a shower, a quick shower, and I see you guys in the kitchen where I'm gonna break my fast. Alright, that's the moment that I'm always looking for when I'm doing long fasting, water fasting, is to break the fasting. So every day is a battle, every day is a new chance for you to eat, and your mind keep pushing you to eat. There is like two persons inside of you. One want to achieve the goals of the fasting, another one want you to eat. Just stop it and eat. You need this. You need the food. You need something. Well, come on, what are you doing? So that's how I feel. So it's a mental battle between you and yourself. But I heard monk say the real freedom is to not do what your mind asks you to do. Think about that. So I usually break my fasting with juice. So I have here 3 pints of watermelon juice. This is a liter, so I'm gonna eat 3 liters of watermelon juice, and I'm gonna do my favorite juice. My favorite juice is a cup of apples, like 4 apples, 6 carrot, and at least 2 beets. I don't have 2 beets because I didn't buy it. I just have one. I'm just gonna use one this time, but I like to put like 2 beets. And if that doesn't complete a liter, I keep putting grapes. I keep juicing grapes to complete that, to make a liter. So now I have a liter, and then I just drink it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the watermelon, and then I'm gonna juice those other ones here, and I'm gonna drink. That's it. And afterwards, I'm gonna do this slowly because in my case I feel a little bit of irritable of my throat when I come out from a fasting like this. So I drink and I feel some very hard feeling. So I have to take slowly. I take a little bit, a sip, a little bit more, a little bit more, and then it becomes normal. So then I can drink freely. After that, I go for a fruit rich in water, like grapes, but I love it. I love sweet. So I go for the grapes because they're very sweet. And when I get used to that, maybe today or maybe even tomorrow, I'm gonna get some bananas. Those are my favorite fruit. Okay? And then, so that's it, that's all. So I gotta do this, and I'm gonna make the second drink. Now I'm gonna break my fast. I just can't wait to taste this amazing watermelon juice. It looks so amazing. Look at that. Look at the color. Oh my God. I can't wait to do it. When you break the fast, sometimes I have that feeling, should I go a little bit further? No, I set for 5 days. It has to be now, right now. I wish you guys could taste. It's delicious. And the feeling is so hydrating. I feel in whole body, I feel electrified. I can't believe it. Thanks God to leave this fruit for us. I love the fruits. So fruit up. As you can see, the refeeding is very straightforward. After the refeeding, I want to wait for a few days before I give my conclusion on this experiment. And right now, the time has passed. It has passed like already 2 weeks have passed. And I just did a running right before. I stand right here to talk to you guys. I did the running. I did 10K running to be comparable because I was doing that every day when I wasn't fasting. And I just did that. And now let's step to the scale and see how much weight I gain after the fasting and 2 weeks of eating normally. So how much weight did I gain back? Let's take a look. Let's step on the scale. And as for right now, I'm 66.8. So I gained about 2 kilograms back, because if you remember, my last measure was 64.6. So it's about 2 kilograms I get back. Yeah, when you're doing a long fasting, don't be frustrated when we start refeeding and you eating, and you're gonna get some weight back. You're gonna get at least 3 kilograms. It's very common to get about 3 kilograms. I get about 2 kilograms because I'm not eating any cooked food, so don't have salt in my diet. I didn't retain as much water. But those 3 kilograms gonna come for sure, because this is water. You're gonna be replenished with glycogen. So for each gram of glycogen, you have 3 grams of water. So you're gonna get full of glycogen in your body again. So then you're gonna get water. It's a water weight, and you're gonna have some waste because you're eating. So you're gonna have waste weight. And hopefully, if you eat well, you don't get fat back. So I keep 2 kilograms off. So my muscle is the same. I measure my bicep is 38 centimeters. It's the same. So I didn't lose or gain in muscle. So I'm assuming this 2 kilograms is body fat that I lost all over my body. Okay. My abs not good yet. Not the way I want. So we have to keep going. Now let's go for the conclusions. What we get from this experiment? Okay, I lost 4.2 kilograms. It's about 9.2 pounds of body weight. It was very efficient, if you ask me. If I go one day more, it would be like 10 pounds. So like in 6 days, I would be able to lose 10 pounds. It's very rapid weight loss. Of course, some of this weight is not just fat, body fat, because that's what you want. You don't want to lose muscle. You don't want to. You want to lose fat. In 5 days, I didn't lose any muscle doing this. I was fasting and running, and I run 10K every day, and I run a marathon. I run 42Ks in the last day. Okay, so I didn't lose any muscle, at least in 5 days. And the 2 kilograms I got was water, probably water and waste. So I keep 2 kilograms off. That's great for me. And one thing I noticed is running 10K every day and give a chance for your body to rest for the next day is more efficient than running 40K in one day. So if you pay attention, I didn't lose that much more much more weight in the last day. I ran 42 Ks and I lost about 2 kilograms, but that was a lot of water, I guess. So it's much more efficient to do a little bit of cardio every single day and keep going every single day and give a time for the body to rest between your cardio. So it took me 24 hours, yeah, to do another cardio. So that was the time for me to rest between the cardio. So that was important. This one result I take from this experiment. Okay, so I won't do that. I won't run that long. I don't need to do that in my next experiment. And what next? Next, I intend to go further, and it's another thing I took from this experiment. The supplements that I took, L-carnitine, what was that? L-carnitine, CoQ10, and D-ribose and magnesium really helped with my energy. I didn't feel that bad. I run 42 Ks before without doing fasting, and I run 42 Ks after 5 days fasting, and it was quite the same to me. It's quite the same. Both Ks was a little bit hard because it's not short run, it's a very long run for me at least. So it was about the same. Was hard, yes, was, but about the same. So that means is my strategy of the supplements that I took to help my energy, like ATP production and ATP utilization in my body, was very good strategy. So I'm gonna talk more about those 4 supplements individually, what each one of them is gonna do into your body in some other videos. But the main point is it's gonna help with your energy level when you're doing that very intense exercise like that. It's very intense because you are fasting for 5 days and you run a marathon. That's very intense for your heart. So most likely your heart energy storage, which is ATP, is gonna be depleted, and that's a big concern for me. So by using those supplements, it really helped. So now in my next experiments I'm gonna do with myself, for every day I'm gonna run 10K and fasting, I'm gonna supplement myself before I run. So that's gonna give more energy. I took that from this experiment too. So I'm gonna bring with me. The experience is gonna keep it. So I'm gonna keep doing this, and next video I'm gonna try to do this longer. I'm gonna probably go longer, and let's see what happens. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. That was it, and if you like it, please like it and subscribe if you don't have already, and leave your comments below. Leave your thoughts. I really appreciate when you leave your comment below so I can interact with you guys. So that's it for now. See you in the next video.